YouTube is a game of starting and not stopping. Where are you at in your YouTube journey? I've made over 100 videos for YouTube and more across some other platforms, and looking back now, I wish that I knew the things I know now back then that would have just helped me along the way. I'm no pro, just someone who's made quite a few videos to date, and I just want to help you get results at least 10 times faster. So you need to get underway, you need to start, you need to keep going when no one is watching your channel. Lesson number 1. It actually took me quite a few years to start my first YouTube channel. I'd watched so many videos and creators talking about just getting started, and I saw those channels go from 0 subscribers to thousands of subscribers. And once I got started, I regretted losing the time that I spent faffing around. Because here's the truth. No amount of waiting until something in your life changes is going to make creating your first videos any easier. So lesson number 1 is to start now. So think in terms of 2 to 3 years, because you've just got to press record now to learn to get better at making the videos. Have you ever noticed that as we get older, time seems to fly? But it's not like that for kids, is it? We tend to think Christmas again already, but they tend to think that there's a long time between birthdays, Christmas, and a whole lot of life. That's because adults get into routines and we tend to do the same things
over and over and over.
While people complain about Mondays, in some ways it does provide a bit of a welcome relief because it's a little bit of a reset, a bit of a restart, and you're back into routine. Who doesn't like routine? Even animals like routine. And life isn't a dress rehearsal, is it? But we don't seem to carry that feeling with us on the everyday. Sometimes it takes a bit of a negative event to make us reassess what our goals are in life, the whole kind of runaway and join the circus. Sometimes it does take an event to jolt us out of our mundane, every day, every week, every month routine. But don't let a negative event be the catalyst for you to decide to do something completely out of the ordinary for yourself and just to follow your dreams, you know? Like, I'm here in New York. It's the first time that I've been here, and it's been a real dream of mine to come here. I mean, look at this weather. Honestly, we have got some funky weather coming this afternoon. Scent Explore is about to happen just across the road there at the Chelsea industrial area. Man, I'm so excited. I just cannot wait. I've seen all the exhibitors and the B2B people and the other VIPs have all been inside doing their thing. So lesson number 2 is to stop waiting to get started and just start the new fun project that you want to start. If it's a YouTube channel, I cannot encourage you enough just to get started. You know, like, honestly, I've just come out here. I'm kind of outside my comfort zone filming outside here because there are people coming and going. Starting a new project is kind of like a slowing down of time because you've got something different to focus on. You are outside of your normal routine. That does make time fly. Lesson number 3. Have you thought about what your friends and family would say if you started a YouTube channel? Okay, like, who do you think you are anyway? You fancy yourself a YouTuber, do you? Unfortunately, guys, to our families, we can still be that 16-year-old that didn't do their dishes, left their clothes all over their wardrobe, and didn't make their bed. Just embrace that, Be the 16-year-old, be dumb enough to get started, okay? So lesson number 3 is don't tell anyone. Do yourself a favor and just don't tell anyone, okay? Just run away and join the circus secretly. 99% of people who start on YouTube stop. This is the long game, guys. Most people stop, and they stop when the going gets tough. It's hard to keep it a secret, to be honest, making YouTube videos, because, you know, if you live with people, they'll see that your routines have changed up a little bit. You're talking to in the office or the study or your bedroom, and if you do ask your family to watch your videos because, you know, you're trying to get some views on your channel when you first start your channel, and my experience is that people do feel like they should be watching your channel, and you know, they can feel a little bit put upon. And you know what, guys, if they watch half of your video and stop watching it, that isn't good for the algorithm, because YouTube will think that people aren't enjoying your videos. Don't tell people. When they ditch out halfway through your video, it hurts your video's performance. When I realised that I had a passion for making YouTube videos, it was a good feeling, because the fact of the matter is that new channels take a long time to get off the ground. I would spend quite a long time writing bullet points for a script, editing that, doing the filming, and then only just to get a few views. So it's pretty demotivating at the beginning. If you can actually enjoy the process, it really, really helps. Do whatever you can to make it fun for you. And I'm not going to lie, it was hard. I saw so many videos about not checking your analytics, and so I did that too. Like, honestly, if I'd checked my analytics at the beginning, I don't think that I would have kept on making videos. So, lesson number 4, YouTube is a progress game, guys. It's a progress game. We're not winning straight out the gate. Every video you make is another opportunity to build your video production muscles. You're building your foundation when you first start making videos. So do yourself a favour and don't check your analytics, okay? Plenty of time for that later. Lesson number 5, should you upload one video at a time on a new channel, or should you make a few and then upload them all on the same day or even within the same week? This is a really good question, and when I started this channel, I made a few videos at first and I uploaded them over a week. And to be honest, I think the main benefit that that had was it let YouTube know that I wasn't a bot, because I have heard that when a whole bunch of videos just goes banging onto a new channel, that YouTube do not look on that very kindly. I made a few videos and just dropped them every day or every couple of days, so I would suggest that. I heard an ex-YouTube employee say that it's like when you invite someone to your house, and if you've got no furniture, it seems a little bit weird and empty, and it's not really encouraging people to stay. It doesn't feel very homely. So they did recommend to make 5 videos and to upload them all at once. So yeah, that's sort of straight from an ex-YouTube employee horse's mouth. So lesson number 5 is that I don't actually think that there's any magic number of videos to make and upload on your channel. Just get going, make a few, make a decision to make a certain number, like 5, and that'll just get you underway. The other really, really cool thing about that, it gives you a little bit of time, so that once you start uploading, it's really motivating to get going and making your next ones. And you're able to stay slightly ahead of the game, which is always a good thing. Lesson number 6, 3.7 million videos are uploaded to YouTube every day, which is 2,500 videos uploaded every minute. But is it just me, or do you see videos of people who get monetized within, say, 3 weeks of starting a YouTube channel? What we need to understand is that this kind of fast YouTube success is rare. It is actually a unicorn situation, and we are not all unicorns. I want to tell you about this because if you think that this could happen to you, and I have seen a lot of videos from new creators where they talk about that they've uploaded every day, a video every day, and it's just not working for their channel, and they're not getting anywhere, and they're getting really demotivated. So put it out of your mind that it will happen to you, because it does not happen for most people. Lesson number 6 is do not compare yourself to others. Everyone's journey is different, and some channels have a unicorn factor. For example, a unicorn channel I remember a couple of years ago was a young woman who was living the van life, and she had a snake as a pet. really stunning young girl living the van life with her snake. Also, together with some luck about what is trending at the moment, can make a channel pop off fast. Lesson number 7. Speaking of unicorn factors, we cannot all be unicorns, but what we can control is this. Imagine if you cooked a lot of food for a dinner party and you went to a really huge effort to make a lot of different food for people, and you've really set the scene beautifully, you've got awesome lighting, you've got the table decorated really beautifully, and you're really expecting a cool night with really nice people. You want everyone to have a memorable night and enjoy the food. Except, what do you think would happen if you had no idea what their dietary needs were? So making videos is a bit like this too, which is why lesson number 8 is to make videos for a particular person. Know who you are creating content for, because if you don't, how will that person recognize that your channel is for them? And if you don't know who you're helping, you can't expect your audience to do the hard work to figure out if your channel is for them or not. So help them to help you, to help them. Why do you want to be a YouTuber? Which is why it's important to know your why, because if you don't have a strong enough why, if you get to your 50th video and you still have less views than you want to see, that's hard. The unsexy secret to being successful on YouTube is to start a YouTube channel, upload videos, and don't give up. So while we're on the topic of improving your skills and content, do you think that at the beginning you probably lack the technical skills to make videos and upload them? So basically you're thinking you've got no idea where to start. I get it. If you have never filmed a video before and edited it, where do you start? You're just not sure. You're not sure how do you use the tools on the platform? How do you navigate your way through YouTube and get your video uploaded? So there are a couple of ways that you can learn to do this. The first way, of course, is what you're doing right here. Watch some YouTube videos and you go to upload it. Just feel your way through it. Like, honestly, I think that's pretty much what I did, because I can be quite impatient and, I just want to get going and get the video uploaded. So I'm either looking for quick videos or I'm just going to navigate my way through, and just hope that it is intuitive enough that a 5-year-old could do it. Lesson number 9 is to make a video and do super light editing. The rest of us are on here just making it up as we go along, so what are you waiting for? Okay, just get stuck in after this video. Did you know that you have something fundamental in common with other big YouTube channels? Lesson number 10 is that we have got the same 24 hours in the day as those big creators have got. Fact. The brutal truth is that no one ever broke out of their mold by digging deep and saying no to some things so that they could say yes to other things and create something special that changes their lives. All right, so while you're digging deep and making your 5th, 10th or 20th video and you're not getting much traction, the truth is that while you're on this journey, you don't keep feeling positive and happy and motivated and just feeling excited about making the videos. So this lesson is about not relying on feeling a certain way, feeling positive and happy and excited and motivated. Okay, it's like if you are going to eat extra healthily or do more exercise, apparently the secret is to not rely on the way you feel, but just schedule that sucker and go and do it. So I'm not saying that I'm the most disciplined person myself, but what I really do love to do is I love YouTube. I love making videos. I don't really find myself having to super feel like doing it, because it's just something that's in my short-term, medium-term and long-term plan. So yeah, it's easy for me to be motivated to do it. Lesson number 11 is that if you are anything less than all in for creating videos for YouTube, it will be a harder road. So decide to be all in, know your why. Don't wait until you feel like it or feel really excited about a certain number of views. Just get stuck in and yeah, just keep making the videos. Lesson number 12. So A is for algorithm, but a lot of people at the beginning fret more than they need to about the algorithm, but a better way to think of the algorithm is audience. At the beginning, YouTube is trying to figure out who to pull, what audience to pull to your videos. They want to know who you're making videos for, what you're making videos about. So it does take time, okay? So you do need to have a little bit of patience. It's not personal, and the algorithm isn't being mean to you while they're trying to figure this out. Lesson number 12 is that you need to have one main thing to talk about, share, or teach on your YouTube channel. You need to niche down, but also you need to develop a body of work and regularly upload videos so that YouTube knows that you can be relied upon to deliver content, because we do need the platform to see us. And in order for the platform to see us, we need to make a lot of videos, and we need to make videos regularly. They need to know that they can trust you and the audience can trust you to keep serving up some content. So yeah, just get stuck in, okay? Get stuck in. Don't be a perfectionist about it, but a little bit more on that later. Lesson 13. You know how in our day job, most people are pretty good at their day jobs. And the reason why we're pretty good at our day jobs is because we've done them for a while. So you do tend to be able to get in your comfort zone, you know what you're good at, where your strengths are, where your weaknesses are. But at the beginning, when you were first learning your job, you'd turn up to work, you would have some butterflies, you wouldn't necessarily be very hungry at lunchtime, and everything's new. Like where's the cafeteria, where do people have lunch, how long do you have for lunch, can you bring food with onions and garlic in it, because do you work mainly by yourself every day, or do you work with other people, and do you have meetings? You're going to be breathing on people, all of that kind of thing. So at the beginning of a new job, there's a little bit of butterflies that you've got. So lesson number 13 is to remember the butterflies and remember what they're for, okay? And over time, that big, unplanned, messy group of butterflies that are all flying around in your stomach, over time they just get to fly a little bit more in formation. So just like butterflies, your first videos are going to be a little bit all over the place, functional more than aesthetic and pretty, and that's really okay. No one can make your first videos for you. You've got to do this. You've got to make it happen all by yourself. If you're going to show your face, and I highly recommend you do, and there are good reasons for showing your face, especially with a certain age group, it's probably just a people thing that when we see each other's faces, we can just see what's going on. We can see what that person is about and, just who they are. We can look into their eyes and just suss them out and work out, is this someone for you? Is this your person? Do you fancy this person? Not like that, but just generally like, is this person going to be in your tribe? So the good news, guys, is that real people videos are flying off the shelves right now in terms of popularity, particularly in this over 40 YouTube space. People are really liking just seeing another real person, because perfectionism is, it's not a helpful word. It's not a helpful aspiration. Are we relating more to perfect people, or are we relating more to real people? And you know what? The amount of videos that I'm seeing right now where the audio is less than best, but the person's just sitting there having a real conversation, I can just see those channels getting a lot of momentum and a lot of followers. Authentic, and they're sharing real stuff about themselves. Lesson 14 is that V is not for vendetta, but instead the V is for value. So how do you know what videos are valuable videos? So this is where you can ask yourself what kinds of videos you love to watch. These videos, take notes, and then steal like an artist. Some channels are so plugged into gamifying YouTube and recreating popular videos, or even every outlier video in their niche. So we can learn something from that, okay? Make sure not to leave any videos really popular videos that everyone wants to see, make sure not to leave any of those on the table, okay? It won't be the same as that person's videos because we're just all different. So YouTube wants to keep on pushing videos that are firing right now. All of 2024 and all of 2025 is time for us to shine, guys. Our ages mean that we've had life experiences that we want to share and that others want to hear about. You. Guys, this isn't high school anymore, okay? So no one cares about the guy who was the bully in the class who said mean stuff. Just remember to focus on giving value and you'll see your audience grow. Speaking of growing your audience, another important guest at your table who may even be sitting at the head of the table, which is to pay attention to the most important part of your video, which is the audio. Best audio is your phone or your camera where you can't hear too much else in the background. I am having a go at recording outside and I've got an external microphone which I'm hoping is going to filter out a lot of the background noise, but I just couldn't resist filming in this location outside here in this awesome overcast light. But yeah guys, audio is definitely the most important thing. If you can hear it in the background while you're recording your video, the chances are that your viewers can hear it too. But are there any bad audio videos around that have a huge number of views? Yeah, of course there are. But what we need to realize is that there has been a lot of value that's been given in that video, and the value has overridden the bad audio. But truly, don't take the risk on bad audio. Do everything you can to have a fairly quiet background, and if you can get an external mic, that is awesome too. Yeah, the values are so extreme sometimes. Sometimes it can be a really famous person. For example, if I think about some bad audio that I've seen on YouTube channels with really, really big views, it'll be something like the YouTube annual conference, you know, where all of the big creators get together. And I've just seen some creators doing really spontaneous interviews with other really, really big creators. And the reality is that because that's quite rare content, we don't get to see that very much. We are dying to hear what Jenny, who's the famous YouTube Shorts girl, major phenomenon. I saw Jeremy B interview her. VidCon? Was it called VidCon? I don't know what it's called. I've seen a lot of really spontaneous interviews on those, and yeah, we're just leaning all the way in, and you know, we're watching those because it's not meant to be anything too flash. It's just really delivering the value, okay? So we want to get in the clean audio lane. Consider using an external mic, like I'm using this one here. Lav mics are also really, really cheap, and like for $20 you can pick up incredible quality lav mics. And lesson 16, we're not in the podcast game, okay? We're fronting the camera. But if you have never fronted a camera before, how do you get started, okay? Like just even slightly getting comfortable. No one is comfortable when they first start talking to the camera. So what if you've never talked to camera before? Not even a Snapchat video, or maybe in your beginning videos you just address it, you know, talk about how you're a little bit weirded out, you know, and a little bit nervous and uncomfortable. At worst, someone's going to think, oh my God, come on, like get over it. Come on, get on with the video. Like you promised to be telling me something in the video and here you are going on about how nervous you are. But at best, you'll be relatable, because who can't relate to that? And that person will know that you're real. And what are we going for? What are people going for on YouTube these days? Real. I promise that you will develop camera presence. The more videos you make, the more comfortable you get, okay? And be brave enough to keep the videos rolling. Keep filming, keep uploading. And you know what? You'll be an inspiration to others when they see your journey, you know? They've seen you go from just being dumb enough to be bad by just being naive enough to just get started in the beginning, to where, you know, you're just like chilling and just sort of filming in slightly public places. But be dumb enough to take imperfect action. Lesson number 17. Sometimes we can feel like we don't deserve to be successful. So then we never start doing something, or we delay starting something. Will you feel like an imposter when you first start making YouTube videos? 100%. You will. How many videos are there on imposter syndrome? If you're a human being, you will. You will feel like an imposter on YouTube. So, get over it. So just like anything, when you're new, when you're getting started, it takes a while to get used to your new identity, but I'm a YouTuber. So just own it, get used to it, write it up on a chart on your wall, make a motivational chart, a manifestation, goals. So what kind of style of YouTube videos will you make? Talking head videos, out and about videos, drawing on a pad, so you've got the camera looking down. Whiteboard videos are really popular now. The good news is that you don't need to decide this before you start. The style that us over 40s are lapping up right now is the talking head to camera, and lucky because that's kind of in some ways the easiest, but it's with minimal editing. The best thing about starting a new channel is that you can't break anything. The thing that I would suggest doing is that just really mix it up. Like at the moment I've made a handful of videos. They've all been inside talking head videos. So I just thought that while I am away at the moment in New York, so freaking excited about that. This is a complete dream. This is a total dream for me, and oh my God, guys, the best thing about experimenting with a new channel is that there is nothing to break. This is you being the kid that is telling grown-ups when they ask you, what do you want to be when you grow up? And you're telling them an astronaut or a pilot, a doctor or something else. Like, be Harold from Harold the Purple Crayon, and you go and you just create your adventure. Lesson number 18. So you don't know what YouTube Studio is, or TubeBuddy, or VidIQ. All of these apps or programs or functions, join the club. I don't know either. I have gone to join the paid VidIQ, and I'm just still I spend quite a lot of time on there, and I'm still sort of trying to work that out. I'm definitely VidIQ curious, and I'm TubeBuddy curious, and I'm YouTube Studio curious. Lesson number 18, friends, is that you do not need to know all that stuff to get started. It is quite time consuming. So, not just time, but it's the mental bandwidth. The more time that you spend researching, all the background stuff, it is just delaying you pressing record. And honestly, once it comes to uploading, you can just hack your way through, press the buttons, blah, blah, blah. Lesson number 19. I wish I knew that fear of judgment is only a temporary condition. So what if one day you get a mean comment? What if Sally Pants 123 drunk from Lower Hutt in New Zealand writes that she doesn't like your crappy accent? So what? Good luck to Sally Pants on a Tuesday night, okay? Writing that to you. That's just good for your channel. But at the end of the day, Sally Pants 123 has to live with Sally Pants 123. You're out there, you're on the pitch, you're swinging, you're going for the home runs, and every time you swing and you don't get a home run, well, you learned what doesn't get you a home run. You're swinging away, creating a better life for yourself. Guys, lesson number 20. That's to make sure that you celebrate small wins. The day that I got my first subscriber on this channel, my first comment on a video that wasn't a family member, was pretty cool. When you get your first 50 views or 100 views on a video, because that's 50 people to 100 people. Whole people, guys. And while it's always good to have bigger goals, if you don't take the time to pat yourself on the back and give yourself just a little bit of acknowledgement, just don't stop, guys. Don't stop. Hope you got something out of that. Now go make a video.